Let's call a spade a spade. When you pick up a product that says made in America, it's likely to be more expensive than its competitors made overseas. Manufacturers and retailers like to tout that added cost as added value. So, as the White House digs into making America week this week, we're asking the question, what's it cost to be made in America?
As far as we can tell, no earthquakes have been recorded here in Harrison County. But look at this road. It looks like one just tore through the asphalt. This is May School Road in Washington Township. One mother of 8 reached out to us and said she's been reaching out to local officials to get it fixed, to no avail. Now she's saying that this broken road is disrupting her life.
David Singer is standing by in Steubenville. He joins us live now with more. David.
Rich, thank you and good evening. We are joining you from the 100 block of North 4th Street in downtown Steubenville. That's because across the street here is the Jefferson County Community Action Partnership Office. This is one of the locations which you can stop in and apply for this JobWorks program. Some caveats. The big thing, they have the money, they can't find the workers. So some caveats here for this line of work. As you're dealing in waterways, your feet are going to get wet, your hands are going to get dirty, but more than anything, you should be prepared to pull the ripcord and operate a chainsaw and dig out debris for the next several months of work.
A mother reunited with her son who was abducted and kept overseas for nearly a year.
She's been fighting since last November to get back her 9-year-old boy who was illegally kept from her. News 9's David Singer first reported on this story in March. He has the latest now from Monroe County.
Our story ends here, just outside of Woodsfield, Ohio, but it begins thousands of miles across the ocean in the island country of Malta, where a judge ruled that a boy was held against his will for nearly a year. Now that boy is back home here in America. When exploring the rural parts of Brooke County, West Virginia, it can feel like you've stumbled back in time in post-colonial frontier America. Well, when we are exploring the reaches of the 911 county mapping system, we stumbled across a genuine relic.
The McCord family bought this in 1850 from the McIntyre-Wilson family.
Boyd's great-grandfather, George Washington McCord, was an abolitionist. You're going to see signs like this all over the city of Toronto. That's because this weekend is the 10th annual citywide yard sale. More than 80 homes, families, and residences have signed up to put out their various knickknacks and treasures for you to hunt and find. You may have to look high, you may have to look low, but you won't have to look far to find some hidden gems. Once crews finish erecting this tower here in New Athens, it will be the second internet tower for Imperial Networks, the new private broadband company, hoping to bring high-speed internet to all of Harrison County. Independence Day, a day celebrating America's origins and edicts promising life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. For Anthony Marks, a BP worker here on 3rd Street, he put those ideals into action by rescuing a woman who could barely call for help.
I just mouthed the words, "Help me."
I'm along the side of the road here, U.S. Route 22 eastbound, heading toward Pittsburgh, in between the Harmon Creek exit and the Three Springs Drive exit. This is actually the bridge spanning the overpass of Harmon Creek and the Route 22 interchange. But just along the road here, where the asphalt changes color, that is where there is an apparent danger to drivers and their vehicles. It's a cliche drivers would hope to avoid. These potholes, you can't miss them. Rich, Kate, thank you and good evening. This is a big money purchase agreement we're learning about tonight. Ascent Resources purchasing off of CNX Resources nearly $1.5 billion in natural gas assets. That includes rigs, leases, and well sites in a 4-county area. Today, confirming with both Belmont and Jefferson County auditor offices that they have dealt with a combined total of $365 million in assets. We're hearing stories both of fortune and frustration about electronic driver logs, geo-tracking, time tracking, accountability at all times for the modern trucker. But what effect is it having on efficiency and safety in the trucking industry?
This right here tells you you're going home.
Senator Joe Manchin is an incumbent largely thanks to his status as a blue dog Democrat, sometimes breaking away from his party and voting across the aisle. Expect this Senate race to be a referendum on that, as well as his record and relationship with President Trump.
I voted for most of, I think, 96 or 97 of his cabinet levels.
Factor that improperly demolished 2 buildings is leading to questions about how the company operated in Jefferson County. It's where we begin tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Black.
And I'm Rich Pierce. Part of the allegations against the contractor Whitehawk Industries is that the company was not paying its employees. News 9's David Singer has been investigating the situation for the past couple of weeks. He joins us live in Steubenville now with that story. David.
Rich, Jennifer, thank you and good evening. We are on Linden Avenue in Steubenville outside an abandoned home. This home was given to Whitehawk Industries to knock down. Well, the Jefferson County Land Bank is going to have to find another contractor to knock down this home because of the mishandled work that they handled in Burkholz and Steubenville. Whitehawk Industries knocked down a home in Burkholz that had asbestos in it. They did not remove or abate that toxic chemical, and then in their home demolition project in Steubenville, that home was knocked into yet another home, knocking out its power. But this whole situation was brought to us by a tip, a worker who said he was not getting paid. We are outside Wheeling Island Racetrack, Hotel, and Casino, one of the 5 resorts that stand to gain from the now apparent legalization of sports gambling in the United States. The U.S. Supreme Court ruling now gives to the states what has been held exclusive to Nevada since 1992, the ability to wager on professional sports. And the West Virginia legislature is leading the charge to take advantage. If you want to recap, that information will be posted on our website, WTOV9.com. Reporting in Payton City, David Singer,